In 1953, U.S. President Eisenhower was being transported on the Columbine II, a Lockheed VC-121A LO Constellation with the call signal Air Force 8610, when an Eastern Airlines commercial flight with the same flight number crossed its path and set off confusion between the pilots and the ground. During the chaos, the 8610 call sign was mixed up by controllers, and it became clear to all involved that the lack of distinction for the president's aircraft could result in a terrible accident. The Secret Service convened once the plane had landed and decided to implement a special new call sign for the president's plane. From then on, it would be known as Air Force One, the Roosevelts and the first presidential planes. The first U.S. president to fly in an aircraft was Theodore Roosevelt, who did so after his presidency had ended. He flew on an early Wright Flyer, one of the very first working heavier-than-air powered planes. The flight was brief, only taking him over a crowd at a fair. Yet it marked the beginning of change. Presidents used to stay in the capital, rarely traveling across the country, and even less often traveling overseas before World War II. With no wireless phones and the only relatively reliable and safe option of using railroads, presidents were stuck in the District of Columbia, only visiting nearby states once in a while. In 1936, with signs of the coming war starting to show in Europe, American Airlines inaugurated their passenger service with the Douglas DC-3 airliner, opening aircraft to civilian use. All-metal airplanes with improved navigation and trustworthy engines started being introduced to civilians, making air travel accessible for the first time to elite commercial travelers and top or middle-top government officials. The DC-3 was the first to trace many of the air routes in the U.S. and, for the first time, made flying worldwide possible. The aircraft has gone down in history as one of the first to profitably, safely, and reliably carry passengers as primary cargo.